Hi there, and welcome to this Bridge Brothers video where we're seeing a beautiful sunset. We're in Thornton Heath, so we're at the Mayfield, and this time we're here for the Isthmian South East playoff semi-finals for AFC Croydon Athletic taking on Sittingbourne. And this game, weirdly, considering it's not like a local derby or anything like that, is generally quite a heated affair for both the fans and the players. I have no idea why, but we just don't really seem to like each other once the whistle goes. But nevertheless, here we are. It was a good attendance as well, actually, for generally Croydon is 300 or so fans, and this time we were just under 750, so a really good turnout. Sittingbourne really did bring a lot of folks. There were coaches parked down the road and everything, so fair play to them for that. But let's get into the game. How did that go? Well, really, it was all Croydon all the time. And we often accuse Croydon of being kind of slow out the gates. You know, they're more of a second half team. You know, we always score in stoppage time kind of vibes. But this time there was just absolutely no pissing about. Sorry for swearing. And it really, it was the most comfortable I've felt watching a Croydon game in quite some time. And we settled in really well. We were on the attack really early. And then 20 minutes in, Josh Williams scores absolute banger, pushing through the middle. Great pass in from our right-hand side, straight across. Williams absolutely burying it past Sittingbourne's Rex Porter. And, you know, limbs everywhere. This is the playoffs. We're taking it a little bit serious. And then following up near 15 minutes later, pretty much exactly the same goal as well. Josh Williams, again, definitely man of the match, regardless of what happens after that, putting us 2-0 up. And the first half really kind of just went away in that regard. Second half as well, I think Sittingbourne got a little bit back into it, if I'm being perfectly honest. They did have a lot of good chances, but I think what really did them in was they were getting quite heavy in the challenges. I think, obviously this is a knockout game. There is something to play for. And I think they just got a bit too aggressive and it played against them. A lot of heavy challenges, a lot of sort of people losing their heads, and it cost them because they were getting booked. There's a lot of fouls, and that gave Croydon the opportunity just to slow the game right down, which they were more than happy to. So it really played into Croydon's favour. And I will say there is a very good shout that Sittingbourne should have had a penalty towards the end of the game. But this is the Isthmian League and the refs in the Premier are god awful. So what do we expect from this kind of level of football? Now, that aside, though, I also think it was too late to really make a difference. And then even if they'd had that, Croydon were pressing. So, I mean, it might have changed the flow of the game, but honestly, I don't really think it would have. Then final whistle goes, and it's all us all the time. I would say, the Sittingbourne fans did not take their loss well, it seems. And it would have been nice if they didn't vandalise the toilets, but here we are. But yeah, as always, if you enjoy these videos, we do have a podcast as well. We have two podcasts. We cover fantasy football, both the Premier League and the WSL, and a general Chelsea chat as well. We're on Instagram, we're on Twitter, we're on most socials, including YouTube, TikTok, all the others. But as always, if you enjoy, do check out what we do. And thanks for your time.